3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your Stardust Paul Wedding. With me as always is Leopold Knopp. It's the Open Bar Review, and we're here once again at Riprocks. It's the end of the year, and so we're going to be talking about a bunch of the movies that we saw and didn't get around to reviewing.
We start with the biggest movie of the year.
Oh, Civil War?
Civil War, number one at the box office, domestic and worldwide.
Rogue One might beat it though, yeah?
Maybe. You still haven't seen Civil War.
I haven't seen Civil War. I literally just didn't get around to it. I was busy.
It's a movie to be busy and not see.
Yeah, you didn't sound too thrilled with it, so I didn't really
completely forgettable.
Go out of my way. But it's got Black Panther and Spider-Man.
They were awesome.
I heard Spider-Man was a little shoehorned in, actually.
They got the rights to him when it was almost done, so literally shoehorned in. Yeah.
Okay.
They had the scene with the actor, and the scene where he's like in Spidey suit is all CGI, which is really remarkably good CGI.
Yeah, it looks better than Tarkin.
Look, oh fuck. The real biggest movie of the year.
Okay.
Deadpool!
I thought it was memes on memes, and I didn't like it. I'm sorry, I did not find it funny.
Paul didn't like it because it didn't match up with his alt-right sense of humor.
What?
Deadpool didn't call enough people beta cucks, and so it didn't do it for you.
No, man, my wife's son loved it, but I was not a fan.
Your wife?
Do you want to see Deadpool in the X-Men movies?
That's an interesting question because that's going to happen.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the X-Force movie. I think they've already talked about it.
They're making a fucking X-Force movie?
That's
happening now?
They have like 5 or 6 like spin-offs. They've got X-Force, New Mutants, X-Factor, I think. I'm not sure if they're actually gonna get made.
Well, yeah, it's because they're trying to make X-Men compete with Marvel just on their own.
Yeah.
Which there's enough depth to do that, but
they need to get someone other than Bryan Singer. Well, it could be really good.
Well, as far as just workload goes, they would need more than one director.
Well,
yeah.
No, yeah, of course.
But if they keep fucking up iconic characters like Apocalypse,
yeah,
which was also this year, The Witch,
which
was by far the best movie of the year. Not by far.
I would disagree.
Yeah, you didn't even like it.
I've kind of come around to it.
Asshole.
I recognize a lot of its good merits. It's just I don't have a desire to watch it again.
We're getting into the difference between best and favorite. Because you said your favorite was La La Land.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite too.
La La Land, that is a fucking movie that begs to be seen on the big screen. The shots,
they
the set
these
pieces.
Gigantic CinemaScope lenses, so perfectly cast. And the colors, it's a really colorful movie. Massive dramatic lighting cues.
Oh my god.
The choreography, it was just so flawless technically.
It's the only movie I've seen this year where I think I was literally smiling the entire time I watched it.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just grinning.
Yeah, it was
so great.
It was such a fucking treat of a movie.
We've got La La Land, and then we've got the big three that we were talking about in the summer was The Witch, The Lobster, and The Neon Demon. Really small budget movies. They cost less than $15 million combined. They were all just really beautifully shot.
And they all made you feel very strong emotions.
They all made you feel kind of dirty. The Raven scene in The Witch. You had the dog scene in The Lobster and some other scenes.
And the eyeball scene in Neon Demon.
Some of the scenes with Keanu Reeves. That one in the hotel.
With the knife, yeah.
With the knife. The Witch was the best movie of the year.
I certainly think it was well crafted. It's like a lot of classic movies. I don't necessarily want to see them multiple times. The slowness really took away some of the enjoyment for me. Even though I liked it, slowness even took it away a bit from Lobster for me. I thought that movie dragged at points.
Yeah. These were all really slow movies.
Would you say it's cynical? It kind of came off cynical to me. I would not consider the ending very happy at all.
Well, no.
Obviously, yeah, that's kind of a dumb statement.
The Lobster, what it's about the society in which it's illegal to be single. And Colin Farrell is the main character. He goes to this hotel. He has 45 days to fall in love with someone. And if he fails to, he'll surgically be turned into an animal. And the explanation is he'll have a second chance at love. at that point, after he's been turned into an animal. They have these completely superficial mating requirements. Like, there's this girl who keeps getting nosebleeds, and then the guy who digs her gives himself a bunch of nosebleeds to give them that in common.
Yeah.
And it's all like that. And so the ending of this movie, Colin Farrell's Lady Love has had her eyes cut out for breaking the rules. And it's a question of whether or not he's going to cut his own eyes out so that they can still be together, because they apparently need that.
Because they got to be compatible.
Yeah, it's compatibility. That's what it's called. Like, Paul and I wouldn't be compatible because I don't need glasses.
I'll make you need glasses.
Fucking Nazi.
If you want to talk about colors, fucking Neon Demon is your go-to movie for this year. Maybe second to La La Land. It's really a toss-up, but maybe the prettiest movie of the year.
La La Land was the most ambitious technically, but Neon Demon, the images were so crisp and haunting.
Visceral.
And the colors were like...
Yeah, that one of my favorite scenes of that movie is when they're in the club and just the strobe light and the shifting of colors and faces. It's just awesome.
You had Jenna Malone's disgusting performance.
Her persona of death.
Elle Fanning was great. Keanu Reeves was great.
Keanu Reeves was hilarious as the scummy hotel manager, the role he was born to play.
Very Lynchian.
Yeah.
We talked for like 10 minutes about how Nicholas Winding Refn is the next Lynch. One more movie I want to mention, because nobody saw it, and I think it's an outrage. It was Nerve. This is a movie that is just as pretty as everything we've talked about. It's got a soundtrack to freaking die for. It's got a primarily female creative team, pair of male directors, but female writer, female editor, based on a book that was written by a woman, female lead character, and it's fucking amazing. And it came out 2 weeks after Ghostbusters, where everyone was all like, you better watch this or you hate women, even though it was awful, and even though it was a primarily male creative team holding the strings. It's everything that we've been asking for from Hollywood. It's colorful, it's clever, it's got a bunch of ladies in charge. Not on screen fucking up, in charge.
Okay.
So, go see Nerve. The top three for me are pretty set. It's Arrival, La La Land, and The Witch.
Okay.
And in my heart, it's La La Land, Arrival, and The Witch. But in my head, I know it's The Witch, Arrival, and La La Land.
Sure. I would say Arrival's the best movie. I would say La La Land's my favorite movie. That's my only change.
Arrival was extremely good.
It arguably flawless.
It's still in theaters.
Yeah, go see Arrival.
Go fucking see Arrival.
I believe that about wraps up our year in review.
Wraps up my drink, so it better.
Go see La La Land, Arrival, Neon Demon, a bunch of the other movies we talked about.
Arrival and La La Land are still in theaters. Go see those.
So go see those. Go see them multiple times. So anyway, Paul Wedding, Leopold Knopp, Riprock, Open Bar Review, 2016 movies. Cheers.
Cheers.